Hi guys. Yeah, um, I'm happy with that so far. It's nowhere close to be done. So tonight I think I'm going to try and fill in that last rust hole in the bottom and see if I can't final weld the wheel well. We'll see. For anybody that's newer to the show, this drip rail was rotted out bad. So I literally built, before I had the bender, the shrinker stretcher or the roller, I built a new lip for that. It comes up somewhere in here. By hand in the vise. And then there was a guy on Facebook that bought the top of a Beetle with a sunroof because he has a hot rod he's building and he needed the sunroof. He wanted to put a sunroof in it. So he said that once he chopped his sunroof out, I could have the rest of the top. So I stopped because I figured I could cut drip rail out of any of this. But every time I talked to him, well, he got busy there for a little while, then he got sick, and then something else came up. He was going to give me the whole top of the car with sunroof, and I'm like, dude, I'm not taking your project. I mean, if you got stuff going on, you got stuff going on. You were going to give it to me for free, so eventually, someday I might get the top if he ever gets around to doing that. But I don't know. I might just install my piece that I built. We'll see. And looking at that side, and then looking at this side, I think I gotta do a little hammer dolly work to that side. I think it's not bowed in all the way. Not that it matters, because once the fender's on there, you don't see it anyways, but since I've got this all apart, I might as well get her as good as I can. I can't Bondo that, because that inside, even after it's all welded in, I still have to make all the inside panels, which is gonna burn through the other panels, so I can't put any Bondo in those. But I am, as soon as I get that corner dent out of that bottom, I am gonna mud. I've got fiberglass filler. I'm gonna run a coat of fiberglass filler over all the welds on this thing. So I'm going to fiberglass fill that, and it'll be the same on this side. I can't fiberglass the wheel well until I get the inside fixed, but I can fiberglass that whole seam once I get it all done. Oh, Lisa came in with a pair of scissors. She said that she forgot them and they were out in the rain. So could I use some of my magic juice on them? And that's my magic juice. I literally bought this bottle. This is a 2nd gallon. And I bought this bottle at Family Dollar for $1. Figuring that would get me by the first night that I got the first bottle, and then I'd get a good bottle. Well, that was 1.5 gallons ago, and it's still going. So apparently Ospo does not mess with the seals in a sprayer, which is kind of cool. Because I need to hit that. That Ospo works pretty good with a damp garage. Because it's kept this car pretty much rust free. Unless rain hits it. Then all bets are off. So I'll spray that. And you guys I'll bring it back later on. It's supposed to take 24 hours to get done, but it usually turns pretty quick. So later on I'll come back and look and see how that looks. But yeah, Ospo, some pretty good shit. So let me get Lisa's scissors coated and that coated and see what else I can get done. It hasn't been that long. 15-20 minutes. I got that sprayed and it's already turning black. I don't know if there's any other rust, but there's a few lines of it. I hit some other areas. But yeah, that's what that does. It puts a little odor off in the garage, but not bad. And I got the doors wide open, so I'm not worried about it. And if you have open cuts on your fingers, it does burn a little bit. Not bad. So I was looking at this, and I always wondered why Volkswagen panels were always cut at an angle. Then I got thinking about it. You have the shape that's going like this, so if you go at an angle, you have shape holding things in place. Whereas when you do what I did over here and go straight across the panel, there's no shape holding it. So it just wants to fold right in. I don't know if that's a real thing, but because I haven't started welding that side in yet. But that side there, no matter how cool I kept the welds, it puckered in. So it'll be interesting to see on that side what it does. And if that's the case, then I'd have been better off just going right across at an angle down to there instead of cutting down and trying to use the smallest piece I could. I'd have been better off just going across the panel and doing it. Kind of like that one's going to end up being. So, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe there's a reason they cut them at an angle. Well, I'll find out. Alright, I'm working my way across. It's getting pretty wide right in there. Maybe in there. That's not looking too bad. I might have to do a little coat hanger action in there. This is from doing this panel. I don't know. Since I'm down here, I might frickin' try and hit those lines too. And then start working my way down. Well, shit. Anyways, it ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but I'm trying. Well, guys, she's not done yet. Getting close. Real close. It needs a little finesse. It's way after 10 o'clock, so I'm going to call it a night. I think tomorrow I can hit it and cleaned it up really quick. Tonight I might mess it up, so it's really close for the wheel well. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.